on to the next team that we're going to talk about. And they also won. Another team from London also winning on this weekend. That is Chelsea. Chelsea finally getting a win. You know what I'm saying? They've been up and down all season. Don's here smiling and smirking. I see him. I see him doing his thing. But we're not here to talk about the performance per se. Great goals from Palmer and Madueke. I want to talk about what Chelsea are really known for, which is signing players, spending money. Todd Bowley doing Football Manager. That's what we're here to talk about. And we got this little tweet here from Blue Footy. It says Chelsea have opened talks to sign Jean-Claire Todibo in January. He's high on the Blues list, and that's coming from man like Santi there, as you can see below. Guys, we're looking at Chelsea signing potentially another player in January, and it's a centre-back. Don, do you guys even need another centre-back? Because I swear you've got like 6.
Yeah, we've got a lot, man, but Chalobah's going to be leaving, most likely. Thiago Silva, he's most likely going to be leaving as well. It looks like we're not going to give him a new contract. And then you potentially have, obviously, Fofana's going to come back, but he's injury-prone, man. So we need the numbers. They're being proactive right now. They're being proactive, and I like it. I like it, man, because end of the day, for me, Disasi, as good as he's been this season, I see him more as a squad player. Again, I really rate Fofana, but you just can't trust his fitness. We don't know what Fofana's going to come back. He had 2 knee surgeries or whatever it was, at the start of the season, and he could just get injured again. So with the centre backs that are potentially going to leave, this makes sense, man. They're being proactive.
Yeah, Sard, when you see this link for Chelsea as a rival, are you sitting there confused, or do you respect the fact that they're still trying to make something happen within their team, even though they've spent over £1 billion already?
Listen, when Don explains it, then yeah, they kind of do need centre backs just to have the backups and stuff like that, just to have the squad for it. But I would have thought they would have gone for a striker. I'd have thought that would have been at the top of their list to get a striker in. Obviously, Nkuku's come in, but he's not going to be straight away scoring like crazy. But you would say they need a striker. If you said at the moment Chelsea need a position, they need a striker at the moment. I thought they'd have been for Tony, for Osimhen. So yeah, I'm to be honest, I thought that they'd be going for a striker, but they're going for a centre back. It looks like they're looking at squad depth at the moment.
That's just one position though. Like we don't know. Again, like with the main striker, we're looking at Osimhen. We're going to be looking at him for the summer, 110%. You guys ain't going to get Tony in January either, because apparently he's going to sign a new contract in that year.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, innit? But it's going to be hard to get the striker that we want in January. For me, I still think we need some firepower up there, because I can't be dealing with Broja anymore. He needs to go in January, by the way. Like, the guy just doesn't look the same. I liked him before the injury, but we've got too many players that I need to be patient over, and I can't be patient with him and Jackson at the same time. Do you know what I mean? I need a bagsman. I don't know who they're going to go for in January if we do go and get a striker, maybe like on a short-term deal or something. I don't know, but this is just one of many positions we'll be looking at. Like, we're not. This isn't the priority. It's a position that we've been looking at for a minute now.
Here's a quick question to you, Don. Yeah. Jackson, Nico Jackson. Would you say he's been played in the wrong position? Would you say he's been played in the wrong position? Would you have preferred him maybe on the wings, trying to create more instead of actually being in the middle? Would you say that's something?
I wouldn't say. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say he's been played. I wouldn't say he's been played out of position, because, like, end of the day, I know he started off as a winger, but he has done okay up front. I know his finishing hasn't been great. He can improve. He's young, innit? End of the day, but he's got 7 goals. He's got 2 assists, and there's been certain games where he's had a good game where his link-up's been really good. Like, even against Luton the other day, he was good at that. And we've seen the past few games where he's played on the left, he looks okay. But then if you play him there, that's going to stop the development of guys like Mudryk. Where's Mudryk going to get the game time from? Do you know what I'm saying? So he had to play up top, because we literally haven't got a striker. And he's the closest person in the squad that can play up there, innit? Him and Broja. And he's looked a lot better than Broja. I'm telling you, Broja's tired, bruv. He's finished. We got to get him out in January, man. We got to get him out in January.
Your months. A question: If you're a Chelsea, you're not a Chelsea fan, you're a Liverpool fan. But if you were a Chelsea fan, what would you rather your club do? Chelsea do in the January? get a centre back like they're linked with the Tabido, or try and get a striker, or even maybe a goal scoring winger or something to help that attack. You're on mute, bro.
Sorry, if I was a Chelsea fan, then what I'd realize is how much money these guys love to spend. I'd be screaming both because, you know, not everyone I'll be screaming both. But if I had to choose, I'll probably go for a defender. Chelsea have actually scored a decent amount of goals this season. This misconception that they don't score goals is it's a farce. They do score goals, but they just miss a lot of opportunities as well. So they do create chances. I think the issue is their defense, and no one talks about it. No one speaks about it. The only good defender in that team is Thiago Silva and Malo Gusto. I'm not going to talk about Reece James because he don't play. Everyone else in that defense, for me, average or below.
Badiashile?
Or again, hasn't been available enough. Hasn't been available enough. Fofana hasn't been available enough. Cucurella, might as well call him Cucurella, not good enough. Colwell played out of position. Again, average, has a lot to learn. Thiago Silva's 40, has cataracts. I don't know. He's washed. But I feel like he's still of a decent level.
By the way, Monta has a Silva agenda, by the way.
I don't have a Silva agenda.
He's got an agenda on
Thiago Silva. I don't have a Silva
agenda.
You man just hang on to this Thiago Silva's elite thing. He's 40. Let him retire, bro. He's 40.
But he's still been performing at a high world-class level, even at this age, bro.
A world-class level now.
Bro, last season, hold on. Silva, no, this season he's dropped down a level this season. That's
my point. That's my point.
He's been good this season, yeah. Like overall, he's made individual mistakes here, but he's been mixed. He's been mixed, put it that way. Because our defense, like you've said, have been shaky in many performances.
You're done. He needs to be in a back three with a centre back to his left and a centre back to his right.
No, he doesn't, bro. We've literally played. Hold on, we've literally played 4 at the back the whole season, yeah.
And look where you are,
bro. We're not losing. We're not a majority of the season, yeah. At the start, it was our attack that was the problem. We kept missing chances, and then we got to that period of the season, yeah, where our defense started leaking many goals. Like you said, we scored. We conceded 4 against Man City. Conceded 4 against Newcastle. So you're right. It's been a mixed season, bro. But overall, Thiago Silva this season, he's been good. He's been good. I'll be real. He's been good. He hasn't been crap. He's been good.
I didn't say he's been crap, but he's dropped down a level. So
he has.
The man need to stop calling him world class. Stop anything to do with his game apart from his reading the game. Stop telling me elite. Stop associating the word elite with Thiago Silva. Stop it. We are now in 2024, and you need to look forward. Putting anything on him and talking about how he's not going to take you forward. B, he's barely, I wouldn't even say he's top 5 centre backs in the league anymore. Your defense is an issue. And guess what? You have a 6 in front of you who costs 115 of the Queen's finest pounds, bro. So he has protection. He's protected all the time. Yet you don't put him on this pedestal. Let it go.
What Chelsea, it is, I don't think you're watching us enough. I don't think you watch us enough.
I am. Chelsea's defense is bang average. Everyone will slate Enzo Fernandez. People won't talk about Caicedo. How he ain't moved the needle and he's cost as much money as he has. He ain't moved no needles. And I'm not saying, and I'm not saying he's been horrible. I'm not saying he's been bad. But that price tag, he ain't paid back even a third of that price tag with these bang average performances. He's not moving the needle. Do you know what moved the needle? Declan Rice. That is moving the needle to a team that's already good.
Let me be in the past month.
You man are crap, and he doesn't stand out. So so do you know what you pay 150 million pounds for? Something that stands out, and he don't stand out.
Where have you?
Hold on, and again, that's the energy that's shown for Enzo Fernandez, because he don't stand out because he costs so much money. You overpaid for Enzo Fernandez. Everyone knows why he cost that much. Caicedo was not overpaid for. That is a price that you man paid, and he's been in the Premier League.
Caicedo was overpaid. We did overpay for Caicedo. Way overpaid. We way overpaid for Caicedo. We had to.
All right. Say okay, fair enough. That's what we want to say. My point is that your defense, you need another centre back, because what you have in your defensive back line is not good enough. As I said, unless the name is Malo Gusto and Thiago Silva, the rest of them either aren't available or aren't good enough or can't string a consistent amount of good performances together. And the goalkeeper, don't get me started about your 2 goalkeepers. Come on, man. So, like, you need a defense. Like, the Chelsea fans in the chat can cry, but when Gallagher's your best midfielder That's or no disrespect. I think Cole Palmer is an excellent footballer. He's an excellent footballer at a young age. But when he's your talisman, that is the problem at Chelsea Football Club. A big institution like Chelsea, and Cole Palmer is your best player. That is a massive problem. So again, go get you man a defender. Go get 2 defenders.
I hear all of that because at the end of the day, listen, for me, ideally, start of the season, I said, listen, I want to see Fofana and Badiashile. Yeah, that would be my defensive pairing, or Levi Colwell. Yeah, going forward, because for me, Silva, we need to phase him out. Like you said, the guy's nearly 40 now. Again, he's dropped down a level this season. To be fair with you, but we're talking about a generational defender here, innit? But we can't keep playing my man every single week because he's not going to be here for the future, like you're saying. Do you get it? So I can see why we're looking at centre backs, man. Because when we play Silva and Dasasi together, we always have to play the deepest line because those guys are slow. Yeah, they're slow. They're not quick. And Poch likes playing a high line, so I don't understand why he keeps persisting with those two. I know. Like Badiashile's been injured here and there, but I've barely even seen him try like Levi and Badiashile together. People will tell me,
it's a bit baffling when you've got quick defenders there.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think you need fullbacks to be fair, because you actually need an actual left back because your left backs are either washed or injured.
Bro, we need a left back. We need a left back and we need a right back, bro. I'll be real.
Yeah. Both, we need
man.
Both. Crazy out in here. But guys, in the comment section below, please let us know, what should Chelsea do in January? Who should they buy? Should they buy a centre back? Should they buy a striker or fullbacks?
Why don't they just get better tactically, KJ? Why don't they just get better tactically?
Yeah, or just, you know what, just get a better coach. How about that? You know what I mean?
How about you grill Poch for me? Grill Poch for me, innit?
We'll grill Poch another day. In an interesting time.
We got our 3 points. We're only 3 points behind United now, so come on, man.
That's a great achievement. One of the worst Man United teams you've ever seen. How the mighty.